Miss Shine Like 7. Welcome. This is a 21 plus reading. Raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out. So please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, and comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective reading. It won't resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist. Along with before you go, make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up. Hey, 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 hey. How y'all guys doing today? I have messages for today. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell notification also so you don't miss the next time I upload, go live. I have a short little message to tell you. Super chats are also available while we are live. If you're interested in getting your own message, 25 for 25 is in the description below. As well as if you are interested in becoming a member, memberships are also available as well. 1616 on the angel number of willpower, the willingness to move forward. Someone thought you were coming back, or someone thought that it would be a good idea to play in your face, but the willpower to walk away with the biblical Bible, biblical energy. You have the strength of the divine here under your power here, under the willpower of the divine energy. I call on my strength and willpower to take the lead and walk the way here, as well as I accept and listen to the support of the divine within me. And that's what happened. Divine led you away from a person, place, or thing due to a baby, somebody energy. Somebody had a baby. Somebody could be pregnant, had a baby on you. Energy is a baby father. So baby's father energy, father and baby energy. Does my life have room for more pleasures? Yes, playing around behind your back. Somebody, baby father, father energy, a baby. When you sneeze, nobody says bless you. Yeah, something is not a blessed situation. That wasn't a blessing. Coffin. One more nail in this coffin here. Am I ready to let go of the burdens and shame? Somebody needs to tell you a secret about a baby that they had behind you, on you, buried. A shame of it. Something here. What else could it mean? What else could it mean? You know, somebody was being very immature if it's not somebody's baby. Somebody started a new beginning with someone else. Biblical. Tell me what the biblical is. Willpower. Things may feel out of sync at this present time when it comes to a person, a place, or a thing. So it was, and not within your control, but it's not without of it either. The whispers of the divine is asking you to remember that you are being supported, and that you will, and that your will is your supporter, and the determination is the key right now. When it comes to intoxication, disoriented views, and overindulgences, this person, place, or thing is trying to cope in this energy as well. And they're agreeing with envy when it comes to this biblical, your decision to walk away, to stand in your truth of the natural world. This is also the underworld of Pluto as well. Neptune could be in this energy of mysteries as well. Somebody's carrying a heavy burden over the loss or of a deception when it comes to a baby and a baby's father, or an immature energy, or starting a new beginning with someone else. Baby energy, honeymoon stage. But it's also talking about a new life. Innocent energy, umber angel of alchemy, somebody's magic, or somebody's miracle child, something like that. But this is avoiding something, with an avoidance here, with a stalemate here as well. So they're burying some avoidance, something that they're afraid to tell you here. The devil here is here with the playground of the how they climbing the stairs here. Some temperance energy of how they balance in the scale here. The lack of forgiveness, of forgiving self or others. Cross watch your own looker in this energy. Talk about the fairy of divine hands, somebody's intoxication. Somebody was pulled out due to somebody's intoxications of obsessions, love, sex, drugs, rock and roll here. Overindulgences, disoriented view, or distorted. Fairy of the green world. Somebody is very envious. When it comes to vanity and pride, somebody's ego is in the freaking way. When it comes to a feminine energy and chemistry and passion, somebody's very mad that a masculine energy is still interested in you with willpower after you walked away. Alchemy, miracles. How's this happening? Is what I heard when it comes from the devil. How's this possible? We destroyed her. Yeah, closed off, guarded, and resistant. Yeah, you're in a north node. They're trying to destroy you, but they cannot. This envy is burdening them with north node. Your willpower to walk away with biblical. Somebody is definitely stubborn when it comes to a feminine energy, hot and cold, Mars energy. They're still attracted to you, really big, strong. Attraction still is in the background. Even where am I with my health goals? Somebody is not mentally stable right now. Where do I want to be? Stable, being able to communicate in a healthy way with you here. Why am I not there? Self-sabotage here is what I see. And where will it take me to, what would it take me to feel well? Well, some obsessions here that needs to be healed here. Hey, you guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. I see you guys here. Burnett, I see you. Welcome and hi, Sophie. I see you. Hi. Okay. Hey, I'm okay. I see you too. All animals go vegan. Yes, I believe that. If you can, do it. It's not everybody's choice. Everybody has free will. And that willpower came out. And just like we got free will, we have free choice. Free will of choice. Okay. So, if you like to eat animals, nobody's condemning you. And if you choose not to and you just plan on eating plant-based things, nobody's condemning that. Money affirmations might resonate with somebody. Large sums of money might be somebody's, might want to start listening to mantras or some kind of affirmations. I'm Snapple, not by sponsor either. Just thirsty. So the alchemy of a miracle is coming in. 1616 is in the energy of willpower. Large sums of money may come in too. Right behind that 1616 and willpower to stay the course. Yeah, stay the course here. Large sums of money is coming in. I hear it. Large sums of money. Large sums of money coming in. Repeated times. Multiplied. It said multiplied. Okay? Multiplied. Something about justice is served here. I am open and out of this world experiences. You're open to it, is what I heard. Doing something while afraid is the definition of bravery in this energy as well. I understand. My understanding of this situation is deepening greatly when it comes to this energy of deepening understanding of Archangel Uriel, of a discernment. Somebody has a discernment in this energy when it comes to Archangel Gabriel in this energy of breaking away and of a unity here. I break from traditions to do what feels best for me. So somebody breaking away from traditions, something that feels best to them. Or the person that you're is on your mind in this message broke away because they felt like something was more best for them. I am up to the task of taking on greater responsibilities in my life. When it came to a smooth sailing and to making a plan, the plan backfired in some way, shape, or form for this father, this baby, and this avoid and stalemate energy that's in the message. Okay, chronic pain of discomfort is what I see on the top of the deck. Something about a mask on and the mask is off in the energy. Something about a Virgo energy of December. Something about communicating in Mercury retrograde in your fifth house energy, okay? Something about expressions. Something about your social life is extra attention here. Okay, when you realize that you never hit send on a pretty important text. So somebody wanted to send you something, but kind of like couldn't send it to you because of intoxication, because of overthinking, because of overindulgences, because of something else got blocked. The Phoenix, somebody rises from a situation. Somebody is a strange Valentine. Somebody's in love with a walrus. Somebody's projecting love to you is what I see. Love is strange. Yeah, somebody's projecting that they're in love with somebody. Because just look at this projection of these teeth. It's showing me projection. These talents on their hands is showing me this locket on her neck of love. But this person is holding somebody's heart here. Or somebody else is holding the heart of somebody else. Because this heart is already there. And the eyes on this person is green. So this is somebody green world person energy. Yeah. And this person is blue and sad with projection. That their time has ran out in this energy. That they're trapped in a situation or circumstance with a void in here. Somebody is resisted some kind of change or some kind of, suppressed, some kind of timid, some kind of twin flame energy. That's got to be you to take your lesson, that they withdrawn from a situation to chase a fantasy, something that wasn't real. So they was off chasing that because the ego was here. That was more soothing to the ego here with chasing thrills and excitement and a good time. They also was charmed by somebody's beauty when it comes to a third party. Somebody was deceived by their heart by being open to new investments in this energy of receptivity, empathy. And now they're looking back, but only you here and running, and they actually running back to you in this energy of strange Valentines. They somehow or another is thinking like they missing you and craving you, but they was devoted to detach from you, and now and to crave something else that was a fantasy. But now it's something like this split change I see under obscurities here. Something was like a secret, a mystery, something that they're hiding behind the scenes. And it's like this masculine energy, like passion, is in reverse and hot in Mars. But Mercury came in and said it's going to return with retrograde. We're on the shadow side of the retrograde too. So peace is here and somebody's in pieces over love choice when it comes to my Valentine. So the Valentine is here, but it's kind of strange when it comes to this Hermit and this 10 this 9 this 9, that's a 10 9, that's 9 9 is before ending here. 6 of Cups here, all because they chose others. Look like there's 3 women here and somebody else got a basket full of hearts there. And this was a person that thought they had a lot of love for others, and they thought that they had, for 6 of Wands, they had victory in a love with my Valentine's. But it was kind of strange, like I said, in this energy, the 2 of Wands, that they surveyed something else or someone when it came to the Ace of Swords. And that's the goddamn truth, that when they surveyed this person with the love that they were looking for, like with you, like it was not there. Only you got this love that they're looking for, that serves this 3 of Wands. They searched high and low with Garden here. They searched high and low looking for you and somebody or something else. Queen of Cups, yep. Some other lover, other women, other people. Ace of Pentacles, people that even was low budget than you with the Ace of Pentacles here. Even lower than you. Fool, leaped in love with the Fool here. Okay, look to my Valentines. They want to tell you that they was a fool and they want to turn back around and leap back towards you, but There is no decision right now that they can make right now because they withdrew from a situation. Ace of Cups. They're emotionally for you. It's up in the air. Eight of Pentacles. You know what I mean? They're working on some paid work, per paid, you know, hierophant, paying somebody to know like what to do in this situation. Magician. They even use a magic to get. If they even resort into magic because that's what they put you under a spell to get because that's blank right there. So they're drawing a blank on what to do. Tell me some more about this energy here of the Hierophant. That's supposed to be an authority energy and lead, but that person can't lead you because they see you happily single, and this shit is making them feel some kind of way here on the open heart. But left you hanging. This person is wanting to run right back to you because they close this cycle not knowing that, like, detaching from you, that they was going to really feel this much pain and agony, and like they really thought that they wasn't going to like need you. They thought these karmic ties that they had with this third party, somebody with a baby, and right underneath of that is finances is dwindling. Finances, they went for somebody for financial love gains or something like that, material hustles, something like that. They thought somebody had something over you with awakening, and they awakened to the truth that the third eye of clarity, that that person was not better than you, love better than you, couldn't compete with you. Like, this person was cold-hearted, and this is a secret. This person wants to share, and this energy was secrets. And this person might have fake busy at some point in time, and even might be doing it right now because of some shady person that they're dealing with, shady business, some kind of shady fake busy situation. But reminder, this is a reminder to them that you awaken something in this person, something that they thought that they had nailed the coffin shut on with the funeral here. And right now, like, nailing this shut like this, moving on and letting it go and loving you and being free is not sitting well with this person. I got to tell you, moving on and letting go and loving you, when they left you on red, like, they feelings is fucked up right now. They feeling like a goddamn jackass. And jackass is just beneath that. And cause you turned your back now on them, and like, their true colors is being shown. Spirit said these true colors is being shown, divine feminine, and you come up right behind that. Yeah, and they fed up, and you got fed up and walked away because you saw their true colors, and you couldn't take a minutes more, whatever they was dishing to you, and now they know that you ain't gonna forgive them. They really feeling like a jackass, divine feminine. They definitely feeling like a jackass. The coffin is here because this is what the funeral was all about. They nailed this coffin shut. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Nailed it shut. Close this cycle with you. And with the intent of never returning. But they didn't know how deep their love ran for you in this energy of feelings. Feeling fucked up, alchemy. Now you are the narrator of their narrative at this point, because where they were your puppet master before, now you're their puppet master at this point, because you now have a permanent seat in their dome piece, in their head, in their mind, in their thoughts. Okay, because your ancestral guides here is nudging. Their ancestors is nudging. Oh, remember what you did to our collective, our chosen, our star seed? Remember what you did to that person? Remember what you did to them? You nailed the coffin shut for some karmic tie, some shady business, some shady lady with a baby. Right. Something that was unstable, because stable is here, because you stable without them. They unstable without you, though. That's crossing, chasing the thrill of fantasy, and something that they thought was beautiful, but when it came to the distorted view, it wasn't so beautiful after all. With the distorted of the devil, it was distorted. It was under indulgences. It was under intoxications. It was under the need for greed in this energy, or need for speed. They could have been doing speed, drugs, anything to take them to a high, ecstasy, pills, dope, you name it. And alcohol, anything to cope. Avoidance, yes. So I got the cycle, and I got that's the truth. Okay? Why they closed this cycle. And actually, regret it now with regret here under repression. This is what's repressing them from you, even if they're in solitude and not talking or speaking or saying anything. They're not speaking for a reason, because this right here is a major factor right there with a father. And it could be a deadbeat father. They probably not even acknowledging the child in this energy, or they acknowledge the child but still not still it's a burden. That's what I say. Burden and King of Pentacles. They could be sent in with money or financial gain and still not taking care of the child. Or children, for that matter. Large sums of money, again. Large sums of money. We are magnetizing large sums of money, is what I just heard. Magnetizing them. Multiplying large sums of money. We're bringing large sums of money. Yo, the Dollar General. Frogs. You see them? You see my hear no evil, speak no evil, frogs? Philip, ignore other people and focus on yourself. People around you do nothing but drag you down. Love yourself before you love others. Amen to that. Amen to that. Big boom, bomb, bomb, bomb. What's that name? Boom, boomer. I say a boomer. So one of the cards is on the floor. Something I didn't want you to know, but now I'm going to tell you. I'm going to pick it up. Pick it up. New love, right? They went to new love. They resisted you for some new love, some renewed hope when it came to this shady business or shady lady with a baby. Somebody that they thought, hey, was going to get financial healing with healing to begin. They thought they was going to get something new come up with master. But see, now the master ain't the master no more. You now are the master. You are now the the plot twist by you having the upper hand. They thought they had the upper hand at one point here. The way they was running this back and forth, switching out with willpower. Once you pulled your power back, this karmic tie became their lesson. So this couple with this courtship and the thief, hopeful, inspired, optimism. They got optimistic when they thought that you was going to be still sitting there waiting for them. They got optimistic like, oh yeah, let's come up with the vibes plan with the karmic and to move forward with that karmic. They thought they had the situation in the bag, but little did they know divine intervention with this hand that divine put in there of the devil, because the fallen angel was distorted. They took some plan from the devil. Let's see what they have got going on here. So now let's see what's happening. So now that the truth is out, okay, now that the truth of this cycle is over, or changed, or something happened, they feeling shame. With the shame, beware of the shame creature. So they feeling shame over some shit that they did. It said cultivated a story about. When it says cultivated a story, they told up a lie cycles. Yes, and also they allowed anger to overtake them when it came to them nailing this coffin shut. With the anger, allow anger. They let anger come above and over some shit. Navigate with the flow. So they went with the flow with the third party, even though that they knew that was the wrong path. Because you see the odds here in this green story was envious in the world that they chose to go toward when it came to Pluto, underworld. You know what I mean? The mysteries and secrets and things that was dead and should have been put to rest a long time ago. And stuff that was in the shadows and the darkness. They should have. Yeah, now they want to come back and cock block you from new love. Is what I see. Total eclipse of the heart is what the eclipse came in. The moment of darkness, the moment of truth came in when no renewed hope was here. When success, and they saw you glowing up and they didn't go with you to offer. Now they want to offer something to you in this energy, but they caught a case of the STD, and that could just be a spiritual demon here or spiritual entities here that they got because they went with the flow with all these different people that they chose to connect with and getting on entangled. So now they entangled with all these different entanglements with all these entities and demons and whatever. They got diseases and rashes. Somebody could literally have a rash or some kind of STD by STDIs or something like that. Herpes simplex 2, 1, I don't know. So herpes simplex 8, I heard, I don't know. Some kind of something that comes along with HIV, I don't know. It's also quest into the subconscious mind. So they subconsciously know that they did you wrong here. And that's the subconscious mind showing that they did something wrong. Okay? Listen to the mystic in your soul. So they're soul searching now about some things that they did, said, and made you feel some type of way when it came to a shady bitch with a baby. Yes, thief came out twice when it comes to a courtship, and thief is here. They stole some love from you, man. They robbed you of a real destiny here in this energy. Travel to something or someone else. And this was somebody wolf in sheep's clothing when they went off to a romantic affair and had some kind of sex fix and a secret lover behind your back. And that's a burden to them right now because there could be multiple people pregnant at this point. Now they want to ground themselves and tell you the truth in some way or shape or form. But right now it doesn't matter what they have to say. Okay? The truth doesn't matter right now. Their truth is too late, is what I heard. The truth is too late. You should have told the truth when they asked you. So strange Valentine is about love, and a strange a third party that they chose to put above you, above the relationship. And now this is the alchemy. Now they have to alchemize their pain here, of their choices here when it comes to listening to the music of your soul. So something that they chose that was making the devil in their soul dance in their energy, whatever that was, that kicking up their soul's thirst, I guess. And now that song ain't the same song no more. Like, you know, some song you used to listen to and when it had meaning at that time, and maybe you was going through something at that time, but like that song now, like it don't hit the same no more. Like, you know what I mean? That song don't hit the same like it used to. That's a message for somebody, something with message here in this journey. This journey is going to be very long. And somebody that you thought might not be catching karma, they catching it, baby girl. Catching it, baby boy. Yeah, because they rolled the dice on you, taking a chance, risk, leap the faith, and the strategy. But I told you, when the fool came in this energy, they want to jump back to you now that they leaped. But they didn't look deep before they leaped. And now that they leaped and it's too deep, now they want to jump back to you. But with this strange Valentine, love is strange, you know what I mean? This breakup is like walking away, and these romantic feelings of walking away and falling in love and affection and hate, happiness and emotions. But the person that they're in relationship, they told that person that they was in love with that person. They told them that they're fake in love with that person. This breakup thing, this other person knows that they're not in love with that person. They know that. This other person with this union here, this person knows that this person is not in love with them. They are not. Soulmates and addictions. That's because of drugs, intoxications, some kind of obsessions, or some kind of toxic attachments. And that's between the lines. And that's what's inspiring with the music here. Snake Charmer and harmony. And this is what the melancholy is here. Melody is all about, you know. That's what the melody is all about. Okay, that's their message. They say the music, this is a melody here. That's what they dance into, the devil's songs. You know what I mean? Whatever got them hooked up together. Yeah, spiritual awakening. Now that you're awake, now that you're not in the energy, they're enlightened. They having an epiphany. They're having a lesson of, you know, of a rebirth. Like, you know, this is helping them to grow. Even if you don't never get back with this person. This person is seeing insecurities. They're seeing dwelling in the past. It's not getting them nowhere. Beliefs that everyone leaves. No, everyone wouldn't leave. But since you pushed that person away, yes, they left, okay? Under lack of self-love, they don't love themselves enough to know that they deserve love. And as long as they're in that same mentality, they will always push love away from them. And they're rolling the dice. You know, they think something is always better. They don't feel worthy of love because that was unworthiness there. Talk about the spiritual awakening. They're awakened to the things that they've been blocking out of their life because of their own self-sabotage. They're aware of it. So let's talk about it. They say the lack of self-confidence. They're not sure of themselves enough. They're very uncertain. That's their codependency on third parties or other people or playing a victim or whatever the case may be. And these are the entities that they picked up along the way. And other people see through it now too. What else is being enlightened about their blockages? Their other blockages are that they are hurtful assumptions about this person. That you assume one thing versus what they are or what they're not. And the only reason why you assume these things about you is because of their actions that they've shown you. Their actions don't match their words, and their words don't match their actions. Their behaviors don't match their words, and they're off with neurotic, behaviors. It's off center with rolling the dice. They took a chance on something or someone. They're feeling trapped now when it comes to a mirroring, when it comes to a shared fantasy, when it comes to shared feelings, and when it comes to reflections, how you feel about it and how they feel about it, taking a chance, a risk, a leap of faith, and a strategy. When it comes to beliefs that everyone betrays, and they're possessing this to control the situation under trust issues. They're very insecure and fear of getting hurt. And not only did they fear of getting hurt, got them hurt, but now they really hurt. You know what I mean? Because they lost something that they really valued, but they didn't value it enough to keep it. If that makes sense to somebody. They wanted to, meat sample everything else, but put their trust in where they needed to put it. But they regret not putting the trust where it belongs, because you know your purpose now, cosmic purpose. You know where you belong now. You're not blinded to the truth. New love, alchemy of pain. That says that this is now friendship is in a friend zone. You friend zone this person, or you frenemy this person. This person is like, or this person and that other person is now frenemies. Like they're not even together anymore or something like that. This new person, because it came out in reverse. Yeah, travel. Somebody that they traveled to or be, they left that person, abandoned. That person's camping. You know what I mean? Off grid. Now can't be reached type shit. Yeah. After putting work in with that person too. Work. Yeah, after putting the work in, after getting all this, torn up a relationship, messed up what they had to go seek that person, and now they not even in connection. So, soulmate, twin flame, contract, soul connection, and past lives. So somebody's been chasing this person lifetime after lifetime. When it comes to this, not his queen, fake and busy for this person. They ain't with that fake and busy. It says secret. This secret is not a secret no more. A lot of people know about it. That they sabotaged something that was. Yep, back over here to the sabotage again. Yeah, kindred. They was set kindred, open to it at one point, felt caged, but the cage was already open for them to leave. Self-reliance. They didn't have to rely on this person. They relied on this person because they was codependent on that person. Because after they had monetary gain in the mind or in their thoughts. That's why they're feeling so messed up. Sorry, I'm going to turn the fan on for those that listen to audio. It's so hot in here. My gosh. Sorry about that, y'all. Ooh-wee. Okay, so let's talk about this kindred spirit when it comes to the message, when it comes to grounding of stability, security, performance, growth, and endurance. Yeah, this is a cycle, a cyclist. So this cycle is going to go around for a little bit for this person to learn a lesson. Because, see, you've learned your lesson, and this person was here to teach you this lesson. And now that you completed the mission that you couldn't help this person, spirit is calling you back to center, calling you back to grounding, calling you back to, a neutral positioning for you to, okay, we since that person ain't ready, breadcrumbing and holding on to something or someone else, can't idealize what needs to be done, and they too busy giving their wine and filling their cup up with love with other people, and now that these things are being blocked out, they want to charge back in, but I gotta tell you that this person can't charge back in like they want to, because the hermit is in here and they can't indecisive, and the emperor is right there saying that something was done too much. Too much was done. Clarify. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands, Knight of Wands to the Hermit when it comes to rob, loss, theft, physical or emotional. Back down here, under kindred spirit. This is a box of rain when it comes to this energy. They crying over the situation. It's a storm. This ain't no happy thing that they happy to go lose. This ain't something they lost a gem. That's like, you know what I mean? Duality, but they were split-minded, waiting to hear the results of the baby. Some shit like that. Trapped. What they trapped with? Confusion. Because our card disappeared. Trapped with confusion. Hold on. The card drop. The card drop. I don't know where the card dropped to. The card dropped. I thought it dropped anyway. It didn't have to. I don't see it in front of me. It didn't have to. Or maybe it just flipped. Well, what behind it is beauty, which was over there, but that's in reverse. And then seeking. So that was the seeking a third with other beauties, other people, other places, and other things. Let me see if all the cards is on the flow. I don't know where it went. Did I drop that? Alright, well, tell me a little bit about this box of rain. Tell me what they want to feel about, how they feel about blocking you out for the third party, giving sex to another third party, filling up another cup of love with the dove here, and charging in now after they was courting with something or someone else. Message of love. They still want to tell you that they love you, though. I am thinking about you, my love, even though you think I am not. I miss you every day and night. I am curious to know what you have been doing. How is your day going without me? Sometimes I wonder, do you even think of me? I am feeling the urge to reach out to you, my love, and I will reach out to you, my love, and I will promise. So they want to promise that they're going to call you, but because of these regrets they have. But right now they tied up with this other hoe. Talk about here of an epiphany. But they realizing some things as they sit with the third party and realize things ain't, you know what I mean, peaches and cream. Peaches and eggplants is what I just heard. But so now this is, I always tell y'all, this is the reason why I bought this deck. This is the when I saw this card, because this is the thinking card. This person is so thinking in their head so much about the things that they've done. I am thinking about you at this moment. I thought of you. The thought of you leaves my mind. No matter where I go, the song I am hearing reminds me of you. It makes me more vulnerable, and I think about you even more. So like I told you, that music, the inspiration is you. You are the inspiration. You are what's musing this person right now, because with the awakening of the epiphany that you are always the one and the only one, always and forever was going to be the one. But this is their confession when it comes to the surprise. That was surprising them, that they really liked you, wanted you, and loved you as much as they did, because for some reason, I'm getting the feeling that because they put you to the side, they hid their feelings, they hid behind their attachments of drugs and alcohol or some kind of toxic attachments of third parties, when it came to a soul connection, when it came to a past lives, when it came to blocking, when it came to this 1616 of willpower and your cosmic node to the north node purpose. Get ready to receive something special soon. This expresses how I feel about you. The gift could come in any form in the physical or spiritual realms. It will bring us closer. The romantic gesture, 3D communication, or telepathic communication is on its way to you. So this person wants to communicate with you either telepathically or literally call you and talk to you and tell you how they feel. But they've been thinking some shit, right? Well, especially after they have been faking busy with the third party. And now they waiting But they had been waiting all along for you to contact them. But now that they're at a distance, it's really starting to get, well, they're insecure on calling you because of how much damage they've done. They don't know how you really feel, is what I'm seeing here. You treat me better than I've ever been treated. You and I know that you can give me everything. I really do want that, but I am still struggling with my fears. I feel like I am not good enough for you, and it's my own insecurities holding me back. And that person is literally holding their own self back because of their thinking, because of what they've done when it comes to traveling away, and how they cycles here, and the decisions of trapping themselves and admiring other third parties and being timid to the things that they've done with these contracts of soul searching things and things like that, hurtful assumptions and beliefs that people always gonna betray them, and these insecurities of trust. And that's not some childhood injuries and wounds from them. They change, they want to change how they feel about stuff like that. You've been the catalyst to that, though. I gotta say that you've been the catalyst to that. I am working hard to change, to face up to all that I have been avoiding for so long. I know I need to do more, but I feel so exhausted and tired. Yeah, they tired of the third parties. They tired of your name being brought up. They're tired of even bringing your name up. They're tired of the rat race. They're tired of the hamster wheel. They're tired of being a nimbling mouse. They're even tired of the clout chasing. But as big as their goddamn ego is, they can't let it go. If that makes sense to somebody here. Your love is inspiring me to make the necessary changes in my life. And that could be letting go of addictions like drugs, alcohol, getting into rehab. They wanted me to go to rehab. I said, no, no, no. So they ain't going to that. So that's not what they want to do. So I just heard that. So that's loud and clear. So they avoiding with avoidance here. Yeah, they avoiding things that really they need to really do to change some things. But, the message of love is here that they're still in love with you. And as I split the deck, I got divine guidance that guided you away from the situation. And it was the reason that they did. Because this person wasn't going to change at all. And need you? Yeah, they need you. But, you don't need them. You're a need, and they're not a want. So if you don't want them, then the want and the need is not going to be balanced. Okay? So as far as this is concerned, you are so nurturing and magnetic and passionate queen in my life. Your light shines bright and guides through me in my darkness. You feel like home to me, and I always feel very happy and comfortable in your presence. Thank you, my love, for always sending me healing energy and love. I need you and your energy more now. The reason why they need your energy more now is because the third parties, they need you as competition. You don't want to be in this competition. Let them competition with the third parties that they put against you in the beginning. Let them be. But those same competitions is not there. They saw when your energy pulled out with willpower and strength, you pulled your energy back, and those people don't see that person the same. Divine guidance. When God guided you to turn around, don't turn around. If you want to see my heart break, you had to turn your back on this person. I am amazed at how the universe brought us together. At first, they brought you together to heal this person, but as the earth angel, as the seer, as the empath, or as the chosen one, or the divine feminine in its energy, right? Everything kept falling into place for us. At one point, it did kept falling into place, but then they kept self-sabotaging it, and it would go together and fall apart. Like, all right, one more last try. You're gonna get this one another last try, and see if they can get it right this time. And then every time they do it, they smear SHIT all over it. So there are divine forces at work guiding us to union, right? But that was when before divine had pulled you out, because now they changed your direction. Hold on now. I gotta turn the arrow. Right? Because at one point, divine was pushing y'all together. And Philip, I see you, creeps in the takes over the positive. And it's so hard to think positive. It's very hard, but you know what? Every day, set clear intentions to think positive. Think positive. And if you can't think positive on your own, get you some positive affirmation videos to listen to and watch, so that you can, filter out some of the negative and fill it with positive. Positive over negative at all costs. So in this energy of confessions, right, the divine has ordered your steps in this energy, okay? And that they are working behind the scenes for you guys to either take you apart, because it was a lesson to test you. And once you learn the lesson, they will direct you in a new way or a new direction, okay, or a new pathway, because messages here in the journey. Their journey is still going to continue because they have not learned their portion of the lesson, okay? So you look back at your journey, you will see it too. So when you look back at yours, you will see the reflections, because the mirror is here as the reflection. There is supposed to be some kind of truth here. But if the person is failing to see the truth, then they're going to still sit in regret and repression. Balance the heart, harmony, and friendship. So somebody wants to balance it, but still not ready. They're still like a backstabber, still like a deception, deceit. So they doubt that you would take them as a friend, or even like just casually talking to them, because there's signs that you not even, because that signs came in reverse. So they're insecure that please stop doubting our connection. So they doubt that y'all could be together, that you feel like too much has been done, okay? And they want you to open up, but I can sense that it's making me doubt. Like, they feel like you don't feel the connection, so it's making them doubt that the connection is, salvageable, or is able to be like reconciled. Okay, so just have faith and know that I will reach out to you when the divine timing is right. Trust the process, my love. Everything will work out beautifully. They're crying because they're just hoping, like, just with inspiration and like literally hopeful, like, that these thrills have not like messed up everything. Like, they're hoping, like, we're hopeful, inspired, optimistic, and success, that these thrills have not, they doubt that, there's been no sign, but they puzzled, like, is it really over though? Just to know that they definitely puzzled, like, and that's one of the reasons why they're sitting in the background with subconscious, assumptions, is because, what did it say? Yeah, hurtful assumptions, because they puzzled, like, confused, complex, and conflicted, because what they saw before, like, you weren't nothing, and now this glow up is showing them like you are the motherfucking bag. You bossing it out with the glow up here. Their feelings is all over the daggone place here. Phoenix, you done rose through something, and they see you done rose with the 9. You about to be the 10 of cups. How that for happily ever after? So now that they gone, you can glow up, and like, they ain't grounding, and that's it. Grounding, stability, security, performance, growth, and endurance. Well, the soulmate, you were supposed to be there. You were supposed to be there to grow with them. They were supposed to grow with you, and guess what? That turned over, and that broke their heart. Like, you turned your back. Like, they left you hanging, so you turned your back. Like, that's why that's close. Like, I can't make the shit. I split the deck like that. And then at the end of the deck, they said partying. They was partying with the third party, and that was what was grounding them. While you was here sitting with a heart broken, wondering what they were off doing. You know what I mean? Partnering, soul connection, and life partner. That was what they were supposed to be to you. But the partying with the third party, shady bitch with a baby, you know what I mean? The ship sailed while they was over there chasing a thrill. Now separation is here. Cameras have got them caught up. And then talking. The people in the background is talking about the shit. blowing kisses and being seduced by the person. Unconditional love by the person. You know what I mean? That person is showing love to that person. And now that person is trying to act like, oh, I don't love that person. But my ears start to ring, y'all. Sorry. Right ear started to ring and itch at the same time. So I don't want me to hear something, or something is starting to get staticky about communication, or something is the communication got staticky is what I just heard. The communication when it came to the third party, because ears started itching and ringing at the same time. Something changed when it came to the third party and being trapped. They thought that person was their twin flame or soulmate contract, twin flame. So this is girl with a snake and passion. So they went toward what I just said. That was what them inspired. The thrill was that third girl with the snake, whoever that somebody got a baby by, that's grounding them right now, currently. Insane chemistry, sparks, having fun, equal interests, burning desire, charm. They was being used, and that was where the hoodwinked and bamboozle came in. Now paradise, where they thought was paradise, ain't paradise. That song by LL and Amira, or whatever her son name is. Happiness, joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, and the honeymoon phase is over. Yeah, nah, heartbroken. Now you ain't there. Now they can't get you back. That shit is over. Huh? That shit sell shit almost as about as when you left. I don't know how long you been gone, but since you been gone, you know, that ain't been working out. Definitely ain't been working out. Yeah, paradise ain't been working out. Passion ain't been working out. It ain't been working out. And they might be just faking it till they make it, but they said they was faking busy, insecure over there too, though. Yeah, this karmic relation ain't working, ain't paradise. That girl with the snake ain't paradise. Somebody might be just a gold digger, just there for the money, and when the money gone, this person, the honey gonna be gone too. Love, the honeymoon, the sex, the good time, the partying, whatever is gonna be gone. And that's a message for somebody, 7. And the journey that they were on, chasing thrills, and that's gonna be over, and this main male gonna be left looking like a sap sucker. Oh, damn sap sucker. That's what he gonna look like. With a case of the STDs too. And they big ass ego to drag behind them under their house. They might not live nowhere. That's somewhere like that. They might not live nowhere. This married man might not have no place foundation hammered. Sabotage, rebuild, persistent, working on it, and repairing. Nah, well, they want to repair this home with you because you is home. No, that's old school. That's played out. Nah, not today, baby. Not today, baby. Nah, you gonna check them thrills. You ain't seducing this lover. They ain't seducing you no more. You gonna go back to them seductions that was unhealthy choices for you. Yeah, nah, they ain't coming back for that. Nah, not likely. Boundaries hurt, avoiding conversations. Since they've avoided the conversation, the butterfly effect took effect with evolve and growth. Then next phase, next. Step right up, next. Yup, next. Right. Healing in her child and releasing this past. That's what you did. This person gonna sit in their damn regret, and that's what they gonna do. They gonna sit in their damn regret. Because her honor is here. Somebody sitting in her honor, and that's you, because you in your North Node. That's you sitting in her honor. Family room, and you being talked about, too. How you sitting in her honor, how they sitting in fucking poverty and mental imprisonment. Yep, because you chose not to deal with this person under conditioning. Because you chose to stop replaying old events, and because you was not in your head over the bullshit that they had you in. And now that they expecting with expectation, they expected you to still stand here and watch them with a baby on the way and their addictions and their obsessions and whatever's over here in the background. Mature man coming in while they over there playing the motherfucking footsies and tiptoes and the tic-tac-toeing over there and playing immature with petty and shit. Guess what? They know somebody coming in with thoughts. They know another motherfucker coming in for you. Under this strange Valentine. What is it called? Love is strange, yo. And now the new love gonna come in and pick you right up off your feet. Right? But under great fortune. Somebody gonna get that. I just said that about this large sum of money. Something, I don't know. It could be literal, figurative, or metaphorically speaking of a large sum of money. I'm not sure. Money gonna come to you. Money management is gonna be paramount here. Somebody can handle large sums of money now. Where you used to get money would stray away from you, but money can come in droves to you. Wheelbarrows full. Windfall is what I just heard. Windfall. Talk about here. Quit dimming your light. Cause see, something about you dimming your light is making you not be the star you supposed to be. Heart is the new balls. Your heart is on fire. Somebody got a fireball. Somebody might like fireball to drink. But I can tell you right now, somebody pissed off. Know the difference between shame and guilt. This person has got a lot of shame. They should be ashamed of themselves, but they ain't. They so damn prideful. They can't be ashamed. Guilt equals I did something bad. Shame, I am something bad. So guilt is one thing. So guilt is say I did something bad. And shame is I am something bad. Spend today identifying guilt and shame. If guilt comes up, find a way to make amends. Shame is the devil, and I told you the devil was here, and that's here. That's why they is. That's why they is. Okay, that's what they say. That's no the difference of shame and guilt. And that's why they codependent on these third parties, because of their shame and because of their guilt. And because the shame is the devil, they'll kick it in the dick. So somebody need to kick this devil shit in the dick. Okay? I don't know. That's what spiritual AF said. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Courage is knowing it might hurt and doing it anyway. Stupidity is the same. That's why life is hard. So somebody might be doing shit the hard way. 99 the hard. Okay? What is the difference between courage and stupidity in your life? A big part of the adulting is not crossing the line where your rebelliousness turns into recklessness. People who ride this line most gracefully usually have a clear eye on their values and a good friend or two who will tell them when they're being a dumbass. And if you can't decide if you're being brave or stupid, call one of your friends. Hint, don't call the dumbass friend though. So the one that will co-sign, and that's who they've been calling, the dumbass friend, because these dumbass friends that they've been fucking confiding in and getting advice from is only giving them the dumb advice that they for stupidity and more dumbass shit. That's all they've been giving them, and that's what Spirit been saying. That's what they said. They've been giving this to these dumbass, and they say emphasis. I gotta show you this. In emphasis, it says hint. Don't call the dumbass friend, though. So that's who they've been calling it with emphasis. Okay? They had the courage to know that it might hurt. But they went and took the, all right, well, since it's going to hurt, let me go call one of my dumbass friends and see if they know how not to make it hurt so bad. Well, now, with the karmic tie here, now that's why it's going to hurt so damn bad. Because you, look, be a boss ass love being today. So you loving on yourself right here, because you're gonna call bullshit on bullshit when it comes to this MFer and this hoe bag, whoever these people is, purpose and place or thing. You don't have to rebuild a relationship with everyone. You have forgiven. So even if you don't never go back to this person, place or thing, for whatever reason you choose, you know what I mean, not to go back, because knowing the difference between shame and the guilt, this person got to know that they bad in one way, and they also need to hold accountability to something in another. Okay, this heart is the heart is the new balls. Okay, how did the testicles get so hyped up as the power center of the world? The heart, my friend, has always been far more powerful than those two delicate dangling things. Check within your heart. Put your hands over your giant thumb muscle and ask it straight up how it would run your day if it given the chance. Then give it the chance. So somebody gave something a chance, and with their balls, using their balls as they heart, and now that they use their balls as their heart, those two little dangly things is what Spirit said. Now they got to dangle from them. Those little dangleberries is now being dangled and teabagged by whoever they don't want to be dangling from them and teabagging from them, because that's what the choices that they had. They got their choices screwed up, and now they screwing up with old school thinking and old people that they chose to go pick back up. And even if it's new hookups and new things, it's still, a karmic lesson with karmic relationship. The snake girl, the grounding, the things that they chose not to see the truth in of the matter of thinking. It was stinking thinking, but guess what? They called it heart over head decisions or head over heart decisions. And when they made the decisions, they weren't clear. They weren't in a clear state of opening up to you or about what they had been doing. And so they nailed the coffin shut with the coffin and the funeral, and then the girl with the snake and being charmed and used, and they let that be the catalyst to push them toward the third party. Okay, so that's how that got there. Now they in their feelings that they chose wrong. Okay, of the third party, they chose wrong, and the other person that they're with knows that they chose wrong because they know that this person is not in love with them on the Hierophant. Yes, they're not in love with them at all. Okay, they don't have no love for them, and they can tell that the person is not. This fake love. If it's love, it's just being faked and being stretched is what I just heard. Their love is being stretched. It's being exaggerated is what I heard. Tell me some more about the energy. Tell me some more about the energy. Avoidance. They're avoiding some conversation. They're avoiding a conversation that should have been long ago said or spoke about, but they have not spoke about it. Their secret with this girl with a snake, I don't know if she has a baby, like I keep saying, is something about this person would change. This person changed up on you over this person. So, and this person's feelings have changed too over the person that they're with. That shady bitch with the baby. Somebody decisions they can't make, withdrawn. They were withdrawing from that person as well. Time's up is all I can tell you on that shit. Time's up. If they thought you thought that they were getting their shit together, time's up. Like, don't wait no longer for this, and stop waiting. If you were, there's no need to wait any longer. Something else exists is coming in for you under this energy. This person is never going to change. This person got a long way to go. Case of the S, these demons are taking over their soul here. Okay, and as the more they take drugs and alcohol, this shit is declining them on a rapid decline. I gotta say that too. Yeah, it's taking them on a rapid decline quickly. Quickly losing themselves is what I just heard. They're quickly losing themselves, twin flame. Yeah, they're losing it, but they're thinking that, like, they thought they had a one-up on you. Literally thought this other person was going to one-up you. Yeah, where healing was going to begin and make you feel like less than. But I gotta tell you, you stood on your own business here, and standing on business here with thinking. You thought outside the box here. Now they missing and thinking of you, but the cycle is over here. The cycle is completed. We're closed out here. They can't come back. They've exhausted all avenues here. When it came to a courtship, nothing can be offered here. This thief was stealing your love, or stealing your affection, or stealing your time here in this energy. Something traveled out of distance, out of the way. Something was out of the norm travel. Something that's expression of how unstable this person could be. Unstable. Something that they went on with the flow with, and it flowed them to a different dimension of cock blocking something or someone else. So paradise, the paradise is over. When it came to the passion with the third party, that's over. Paradise, they want paradise with you, with the rebuild, but they've been faking busy so long that they've missed time here. Grounding. Yes, stable security, performance, growth, and endurance, but they didn't endure what they needed to endure. So it's delayed here. Some delayed energy here. Delayed reaction. Delayed change here. It's delayed. Yeah, somebody wanted to paint the sun back into the skies, but unfortunately you painted the skies back, the sun back into your skies. But the puzzling thing with the third party and them is not going the way they want it to go. It's not going the way they want with hammer. Like, this shit is like beating a dead drum, beating a dead horse. It's not going the way they wanted it to go. Yeah, this person was here to steal somebody's love. Somebody's still a thief. They're still here to manipulate here with this thief. The devil here is saying that they still closed off and they still got a secret that they have not mentioned to you about a innocent energy. Could be a baby. It's innocent. Take it out so it resonate. So being closed off and having this big ego and being intoxicated with love or a third party or some material, I'm gonna say material gain of love or an affection, or to, you know, gain off of somebody else's codependency. They're gaining off of somebody else. And they could go to somebody and to have a place to sleep or a car. They might be faking love to have a place to stay or something like that. They could be also gay for pay or gay for play, is what I heard. Somebody also could be bisexual for curiosity. Duality. So they're split mind of a situation. They're split truths here. I'm ready to go, let go of some kind of shame. And I told you what the shame was, and I told you what the guilt was here. So they really are guilty about the third party, about indulgences that they've been interacting with. Yeah, now that you've rejected them. Hell yeah. Lost and fragmented that you rejected them. Green with envy about it too. They want to say sorry, but the secrets are coming out. Somebody's want to tell you something. You might hear about it in their passing. I got to tell you, somebody is, they're not believing in somebody else with trust issues. They're not believing another person. And another person might not be believing them. Or maybe they believe the other person or believes them, or believes their lies or something. Or they believe their own lies. Something girl with a snake. So they want you back, bankrupt, and forced. Somebody's trying to force their hand here. Somebody trying to force you into something, or wanted to force you into some. They want you to believe some fucking scarcity tactic they're on. That they're not using drugs. They let go of the fucking habit. Fucking, I just heard Rick James, Mary Jane. I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my man. Shit, they too high. They fucking too fucked up. And somebody might got a real serious drug addiction, and they are like downplaying. Just like they downplayed y'all relationship, they downplaying their addictions to a drug or alcohol, or not really playing their addiction is like that serious, or they're hooked like that, or like with duality, that's the catalyst that changes them. Okay, they want you back, and they ain't gonna want you back until they so broke and down low, and want you to be broke and down low with them. And they could be on the down low after they get back from this fucking escapade they on. So biblical, divine intervention steps in, shows you a truth here why you turned your back. Somebody's bankrupt because they choosing to chase something else. Ships have sailed here. They really sailed when it comes to being forced to stay or leave, and you have forced yourself to leave. This is a serious situation when you are in love with a person and you force yourself to walk away because you got to love yourself more than you love that person. And so what I see here, yeah, because you were seeking somebody's something here, and they want what they want, and what you wanted was different. Yeah, that baby, see, you force somebody, forcing somebody here, and that's plain and simple. Somebody forced somebody to be a baby mama. Somebody got somebody pregnant to trap them with trap here. Somebody just got you pregnant to make you mad or get somebody else mad, is what I heard. Shit, that's their problem. Tell me some more about this shits and baby. What's the baby? Hello healing. Somebody say hello healing. Somebody's gonna heal from some shit. Amira is somebody's name. Somebody could be living in Hawaii. Somebody could be in a life. Somebody could be LBGT. Somebody just could have a transformation. Somebody could be balanced. Somebody doing witchcraft, voodoo and blue. Back off. Somebody who don't want you to be with their man. Wants you. They want, your person wants you, but this person is telling that person to back off. They can't have you. Yeah. Fearless ghosts and a haunted ghost of ghost people. This is somebody that walked away from you when it comes to somebody doing a medicine man or a medicine woman here. Who is these people? Who is these people? Who is these medicine people? Who is this person? What's they sending medicine for? Low self-esteem. They selling medicine to heal somebody with a thinker. Somebody who's thinking. This person is thinking like a motherfucker. How they get rich? I told you they resorting to magic. They want to heal, but they using magic to heal. Miracle. That's they looking for a miracle. 12-12. Duality. Angel says within you are the shadows of darkness and beams of light. The divine is reminding you to embrace the duality that you are individually sparked. The spark is being ignited and is ready to illuminate the path ahead. I fully embrace who I am and allow the changes where it is needed, and I trust the duality within myself. But as a thief says, shit, ain't nobody gonna steal you from them or the people please them. They gonna come back and people please the shit out of you. You gonna kiss your ass like nobody's tomorrow. Girl, faceless ghost and a haunted girl. They gonna walk away from whoever this other girl is. They gonna ghost her. Self-judgment, because they feel like they being judged. They like, why am I with this person and I had a person? Like they judging themselves for walking away. Let's see this. 14, 4, 6, 11, 9. Somebody mad as shit. That's what I just saw, man. About the clout that the trash, the ratchet, the low budget. Somebody's got a scandal, something about tomorrow. Ferris Bueller's day off. Somebody was love blind. Somebody need to build some stamina to come towards you. Somebody smelly hoe is out here frog water. Somebody repeating their arrogance again. Somebody ain't worth a cent. Somebody that y'all took a break from. Somebody that was chasing. Somebody's takedown and feeling tiny. Somebody that was chasing thrills with a succubus. And lost and turned out. Yeah, somebody got a scandal going. Somebody definitely is crippled by the scandal that they caused themselves as well. Shit, right. Tell me a little bit more about this. Somebody caused something that's cost a pricey split when it comes to a person, place, or thing. Somebody got something cost them a lot here. It's gonna cost you a little, or it could cost you a lot when it comes to skin. Yeah, when it comes to love and a killer. Okay. Yeah, because it was all about the money. It was all about money and a leap of faith that they took that now is now like a crash dummy. Now they feeling like they crashing out or crashed out on the wrong thing. Like feeling like the outsider. Okay, so because you're still shining with the element of shine. Olette, time to be a hero. But you was, when it was edgy, they should have been pushing everything to the edge when it came to you. When it came to you, they should have been edging for you, edging for the truth, edging to keep things alive. But everything was a material gain for them, or a material hustle, a pricey split. Even if it cost them a little, or even cost them a lot, it cost them their love, because they was blinded by thrills. They also was blinded by their addictions. 12 is here, 15 is here, 5, 18. Noted. This is somebody that need to build some stamina when it comes to thrills. The death of the West away, or the washed away. Somebody escaped. We want to recap about what happened, but there ain't no recapping here when it comes to travel beyond Tokyo. Yeah, there's no recapping when they travel beyond, because what happened in Tokyo gonna stay there. Mutual respect when it comes to this person, when it came to this third party and how they respected each other when the money exchange. Let's talk about it here. Why they mad? Why they mad with Magazine her? Why they mad? The new James Bond, because they thought they was like 007. Like they was like, I told you something about the guilt and the shame about them being bad, and one was them being bad, one being who they was, confidence. So this is all the stars shine. Believe in your own strength. So when it comes to emptiness, they don't have that sign. They don't have that. They empty from all these different things that they was chasing, and now they trying to safeguard. That's why they mad. That's exactly why they mad. Protect new life and protect the dream. They were trying to protect the baby that they had on you, behind your back, because you was with them when they had this baby, when they got this girl pregnant, thinking like how you know, when you gonna find out, when they gonna pop the tell you what the fuck they been doing. I told you, why not us? Because you don't want to hear it. That's why. You ain't blinded by the truth no more. You ain't blinded by love no more. You know what I mean? This ain't blinding you no more. This is empty. This ain't blinding you no more. Okay? Blinded by what? You ain't blinded by nothing. You took the blinders off. Stephen can't blind you no more. Okay? To try a higher dose. And they got to try something else. The potential that you saw in them, now you don't see that same potential, because that potential was what you thought. They got to see their own potential. With potential. Young and energetic with great energy. So, this person could be even looking at you as like old or something. Like some weird ass shit like that. Illusions. Like looking at you as old. She's young. And that's silently speaking that shit too. Being quiet and alone. Believing in the light within. Somebody might be just, and that's deceived you because somebody was, and that's the key point, because of your age or something like that, breaking obstacles. But you probably look better, act better, and got more shit going. They said discipline, merge, inspiration. Yeah, this person, none of these people can stand a lick a stick at you, but they ain't ready to be with you, because this person is got an image, or like they being like their peers is what's like making them choose what they choose, like trash. But like, yeah, this girl with a snake is like, they ain't disciplined. Nothing about them is disciplined. Let's hear a little bit more. Tell me about the blinded to us, not us. Nine of potions. Building stamina in the shade. What's this? Made in the shade. Drinking Kool-Aid. Wow, they feel like they got it made with this third party. Multiple lovers. Nutcracker. So these people crack their nuts. Like I said, this is a lot of different ballerinas tiptoeing around a situation or a subject. Burial. This is on. That's why you buried this subject. That's with this person. Talk about bankrupt. That's why they going broke so fast. Yeah, so what's that? The wheel of fortune, as this wheel turns in their fate. Yeah, nah, transformation. Somebody's hissing at somebody. 3 people got their hand in the witchy bitch with a witchy. It's a bunch of people that's got, this could be a poly relationship. They could be all married together. Stamina. Judgment. Hierophant came twice, and the 2 of candles, surveying new options, sticking a fork in it because it's done, bobbing for apples, the house, the tower, this shit falls the fuck apart anyway, and you standing here in all your glory, Ace of Candles, you sitting here with all the passion because they turned their back on you, they couldn't force you to change, they couldn't force you to return to the motherfucking, they couldn't force you right here to come back to the triangulation. They couldn't. That's what they ghosted you about. That's why they wanted you to come back. Ghost of the past. They want you to return. Right. Past returns 4 times. Yeah, they can't come back now. Like, it's a no. They want you to, though. But it's a no. It's a no. Come and stay. But they can't stay. You know what I mean? Like, Knight of Candles. They can't light your flame anymore. That flame is already lit already. They can't come and add fire to a flyer that's already lit. You could be a fire sign. Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you surveying something new, a new option. There's a new map here. There's a new option. There's a new hierophant. You got a new direction here. A new plan. Somebody got a new plan. And this witchy shit got a new plan too. That's the shadow book. They got a new plan to create. To the deepest, darkest part of the shadow book to get something to for you to come back. And look, the witch cat, the cat comes out too. See, I told you they playing dirty when it comes to you coming back. I told you they wanted you to still stay spellbound under the devil. But the devil is here saying that they thinking of a master plan, but the master plan gonna backfire every time. right? When it comes to, we still co-friends. They still co-friending with the third party. They ain't together, and they might just keep this person hanging on the thread. You know what I mean? Just so, like, you know what I mean? If something don't work out when they on a hookup or something else that they got going on, because this is a crippling by scandal. Like when Dick met Jimmy, like this some shit like that. Yeah, look, that's the Queen of Wands. Some other bitch that they got holding on to their dingaling. Yeah, under the tower. That's about to fall apart too. Talk about transformation, man. Recap. Yeah, look. This person wants to come in and offer to you under transformation. They see you transforming. They want to come in and offer you. Now let's talk about the Hierophant. Not under why they can't decide. Why they couldn't decide to tell you the truth. Let me tell you that. Under bankrupt. That's why they failed. That's why they at failure right now. Because they could fail to tell you the truth. Yeah, you balance. Right. You sit here balanced as a motherfucker. And you buried that shit. You don't even want to know the truth, actually. To be honest with you, Six of Pentacles, you balanced it. See, they breadcrumbs you see. And with them breadcrumbing you and you sitting with this halo on your damn head, you put a rest to that shit. You put a depth to that shit. You saying, you know what? Fuck it. I don't need to know the fucking truth. And I don't even care what decision you make. You can make the decision for the third party because I'm going to make the decision for you. You ain't going to have no other choice but to take the third party. Under these potions. You wanted to drink the poison. You wanted to be Jim Crow and go down there and, you know what I mean, be down there with them people and drink the punch. Then now take the death to go with it. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. Yeah, look, it's in reverse. Knights of Pentacles. Yeah, you take that grounded, ungrounded situation. What is that? Instability, going with whatever flow that is. Two of Wands. All right, whatever survey said, you go for it. Survey said. Yeah. Yeah, block. 9 of Wands. Wounded warrior. You're going to be wounded. Hurt by the situation. Anything else on the Ace of Candles? Tell me about it. We're still co-friends. Ultimate trivia. Separated. Meryl Streep. And Don Gummer. Shit, 9 of Cups. Abundant on your own. Really. You could be happy on your own. Offering your own cup. That's why you can light your own damn flame right here. Special. You know what I mean? In the future. You could have new love coming in. Princess, they still filling up another bitch cup. Jealousy. Some other third party that's jealous, arrogant, and repeated. That's somebody that's in the moon. That's in their thrills. That's their jealousy. That's their tic-tac-toe. One more, y'all. 2 more. Okay, this is triangulation. That's like I said. That's the third party. That's the triangulation. That's who they triangulating you with. Right there. 3 of Pentacles. That's who that's the contract. That's the communication. And that's the that's who they sitting up with. And commitment, communication. Shit, lovers. That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. That's the third party. There's multiple third parties. It ain't just one third party. It's multiple. Talk about the recap respectfully. All right, so the third party with the baby, that's talking about they got a respectful union or some kind of shit right there. They resting and retreating on that person. They got some kind of respectful. They separated, but they got some kind of respectful union here, taking a break or whatever. Until he get in a relationship back with you. And then when they get back with you, and then they'll be back on again. That's how that's going to go. If you don't never get with him, and he'll never be with her. Yeah, creativity. See, that's how creative this shit is. Worked on it. That's how much work they put in this shit. She's the one that's masterminding the witchcraft because she's mad because he's still in love with you. But he never wanted her in the beginning, okay? So if he did effort with a baby, he never was going to be with her in the first place. And they went back and rehashed it. They only got this dynamic of being back with each other when somebody else comes in a relationship to infiltrate the love. And then she'll play, oh, I'm in love with you, and drag his ass back into the relationship under 8. That's the thrill, bugaboo, lost and turned out. And not now. And that's also going to be a thing where she not even going to want him lost and turned out. Back over here under, am I ready to let go of my burdens and shame? And it says they still got competition and strutting their stuff here. So, not just yet. Okay, they still got the idea that they still got it going on in this anything. Okay, talk about this scandal, crippled by scandal. That's the third party that they feel like they being like, yeah, nah, they still got this emperor, still got something on his back. That's what's behind their back. What's crippling it is the baby, some kind of third parties, a snake, somebody in charm, some kind of enabling, mother-father dynamic, baby mama, the baby, yeah. So this is a pyramid. This is definitely somebody trying to lead or control this masculine energy with a baby or some blackmail or some kind of shit like that. Yeah, stability, 5 of Cups. They crying over what they lost when it comes to this distinguished gentleman. A man, a successful man is coming in. Mature man coming in. I gotta tell you, somebody's maturity is coming in. Somebody that was confused ain't gonna be confused no more. Definitely a burning evidence about a situation with a third party, and you definitely don't just have the time. Somebody's too smart to let this evidence be burned. It's like you already saw it, so they can burn it if they want to, but it's already proof of it that they was chasing thrills. There's like the third party. The proof is the baby. That's the evidence. You know what I mean? The baby. So they don't need no more receipts other than the motherfucking whole fucking baby they had. And then like the timeline in which the baby was conceived and when the baby came is when y'all was together. I can guarantee you that. The timeline gonna put it right where y'all was in a relationship together still. And they was cheating on this person with you behind your back. Yup. And then you see the truth here with the halo. I can see your halo. Halo. Yeah, then you ain't confused no more here with uncertainty. Nah, this person can't deceive you no damn more. No sex shop. This person was having sex and a good time with this person. And that's all it was, sex and a good time. Tell me some more about this situation. Yeah, so the recordings that they want to get the evidence of, they've been having sex with this person. They've even recorded them having sex with each other. Whatever that means. Expression, a moment, revealing some shit about a person and them being together. Yeah, so they want a fake apology. Oh, I'm sorry that this happened, blah, blah, blah. But it ain't the truth, okay? They ain't like a real apology. Like, they ain't really sorry. Like, they tired of the drama. That's why they apologizing. Like, meaning, like, they tired of you not speaking to them. You tired of the silence, tired of the, you know. They just trying to, like, I told you the ass kisser was out here, people pleaser. So they want to come in and kiss your ass. Like, let's get over, be back together, la, la, la. No, no, no. No, back over here. So, setting the record straight about their burden, about this buried shame. Something about how they betrayed you. And now that they betrayed you, things is falling apart. They're insecure about some things. After throwing you out in the trash for the bugaboo. There's a bugaboo and they threw the bugaboo out too. But that's still trash and trash. Let's get lost and turned out holes, succubus, incubus, and the bugaboos. You know what I mean? That's the trash right there. The trash takes itself out in the travel and beyond Tokyo. You know what I mean? Something about the red light district, and that was their bad choice. That was the choice that set them back. Then now they're getting played by the third party, and when they was getting rooms with a person, motel, hotel, suites, business pleasures, and things like that. Now you was too smart to think that they was out just living like not having sex with other people. You would have been stupid to think that because they said this was a scarcity tactic for you to be like playing victim, or like that's where they dug up dirt on you, dug up dirt on them, and you got photo proof one way or the other, and now they want to look you up after you got proof, and all you know is a waste of time right now because this motherfucker ain't shit, the same shit, different day shit, right? Creeping, watching you. Okay, girl fight, wanting to get you back in the mix so they can start a girl fight, bitch fight, so nobody want to fight with you. That's the only reason why they motherfuckers was looking at the motherfucker, because you still had your energy on them. And now that you pulling your energy that back, the person is layers is looking back. They don't look like, they don't look good. Like they think they looking good. Like shit, it might even be on need to go on to the dialysis or some shit. Like I heard, for drinking, unbothered. Broke ass clout chasing and ain't offer, and they still got these entities on them, you know what I mean, in case of the STDs. Still on the clock block you though with these STDs. This is a pricey split. This person paying for sex and feeling like the outsider. And listen guys, I'm gonna tell you, I gotta catch you guys a little later. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss the next time I upload, go live. I have a short little message for you. Namaste and namaste. Bye guys. 128.36.